got, you ain't gon' say less. Yeah. Say less. Hey girl, what it do? If you got friends, cool, bring a few through. No fun if the homies, man, R.I.P. Nate Dogg, this too true. And you know what I'm down for. Round 2, round 3, and a round 4. Mood switch when she knocked at the front door. Next up was the uproar. Yeah, was like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna tuck off, got some places we could go. Swear she got the like wow, she's blessed, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna yes on, yes on, yes on, yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't gon' say less.
Sheesh. What you saying? I don't understand. I'm out my mind. I popped. Sheesh. I swear this lock shot got me stuttering. Girl, you not fall in love again. Sheesh. Get it. My favorite rush.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Falcons.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And down he'll go at the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here we go. Now back to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back to throw now on first down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Second down, Winston. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. On 1st and 10, Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now a second down throw for Winston. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, that's Sims, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Charles Sims taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Steps away to his left. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Here we go now. Green, 39. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Now they run with Sims. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard near the 48-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Under a minute to go. Clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Again, they run with Sims. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. The penalty really backs up the offense here on first down. Now 20 yards to go. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Jameis to throw it. A dump off to Sims. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, that's Sims. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They go play action here on first down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Gerald McCoy able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Gun. They'll look to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Falcons on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be third and forever. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitch, complete. It's Peterson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away.
Excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team.
The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A handoff to start the drive to Sims. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Vic Beasley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The play fake to Sims. Now Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Sims. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll run it again to Sims. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Back to throw here. Looking deep for Julio. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, Winston. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Winston. He's got Evans. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Jameis again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Final play of the half here. Winston looking downfield for Godwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Winston. Here as he's taken down. Vic Beasley getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's taken it around the 40. Wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. second down, Freeman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 22-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down. Freeman. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Freeman again. And some room to maneuver. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. William Golston in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And hang on here. Freeman shaken up. Remaining on the ground after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17. Now back to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones from 19 yards away. And the Falcons have taken the lead. That's why you got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kendall Beckwith coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Falcons on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They run it again with Hill, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now Matt Bryant, who spent 4 seasons in a Buccaneer uniform. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. First down, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Second down, Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's Cross. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They go play action here on first down. And a catch right side by Evans. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Flushed out right. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Bucs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Winston. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Folk's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Let's go. Green 39.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Ten yards still left on second down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They set up the screen to Hill. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A 1st down throw for Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The play fake to Sims. Now Winston. And that's incomplete. The Bucs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Winston. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to float this one. That's caught inside the 20. They get 39 yards out of that one. And that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they would stop them on 3rd down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But
and Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And not great starting field position here for the offense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. On the counter, it's Hill. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 6 yards there to bring up 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. On the ground, the drive starts with Sims. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.